guys, it's Attack on Samrock, and here is Wi-Fi battle number 49, and this is against Xavi, I think. Yave, I don't know. Xavi. Let's just say Xavi. So, I think this is a she, I think. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think I'm wrong. But anyways, he's got a cool team. He's got a Heliolisk, Garchomp, Milotic, dang it, I forgot this. Oh, Gliscor, Chandelure, and Liepard. Well, I still have my Mega Pidgeot team with, of course, Mega Pidgeot, Dragulch, Chandelure, Kinkeldr, Skarmory, and Bisharp. So, I remember this battle being fairly close, actually. And I remember it being semi-short. I think it was like maybe 20-ish turns. But, anyway, still a really close battle. So, let's get it started. So if I remember, I think he started off with his Gliscor to get up his Stealth Rocks. Okay, no, he starts off with the Liepard. I start off with my Seaweed 420. He goes for a taunt right here. My Draco also doesn't have any status moves, so I go for a Draco Meteor right here. Just drop a Draco on him. Drop a Draco. But yeah, I drop a Draco on him. He has a Focus Sash, so his Liepard's able to live the Draco. He's gonna switch out right here. Goes into Cynthia, his Garchomp. You know, okay, not Garchomp. That's the name for mine. But he goes into the this thing, the Milotic. Draco Meteor. I drop it on this Milotic. Doesn't really do that much to this thing. Gonna gain a little bit of leftovers health too, as it's shown. So I'm gonna switch out Dragulch right here, and I go into my Magnus, aka my Kinkeldr. He's gonna go for a Scald right here. Hoping I can get a burn. I think I got a burn right here. I think. Okay, no, I didn't get a burn. So I didn't get a burn on the Kinkeldr, which would have been very great to have on this thing. But he's going for another Scald. So I'm just like, Milotic, what are you doing? Are you trying to get me burned so I can destroy you? So I go for a Drain Punch. Drain Punch does a huge amount to this thing. So that told me that this Milotic probably has some special defense investment instead. So this is probably like a special wall. But he's gonna switch out the Milotic. Gonna go into his this thing, the Gliscor. He's gonna go into Gliscor. I go for another Drain Punch, and Drain Punch does like no damage to this thing. Since Gliscor is his defensive wall, so Gliscor is gonna get poisoned from his Toxic Orb, so that means he's gonna gain some health. He goes for a knocks off my Assault Vest, so that kind of sucks. So that means I can't take special moves that well. I go for an Ice Punch. Gliscor lives, of course, because Gliscor is a defensive wall, so it can take hits. It can take physical hits very well. I'm gonna switch out right here. Gonna go into Super Saiyan. Gonna Mega Evolve right off the bat. He's gonna go for Roost. I had a feeling he was gonna do that, so that's what I predicted. He's gonna Roost. Pretty much gonna get back to almost full health after the Poison Heal. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve right here. I think I just go for a Hurricane. Yeah, I just go for the Hurricane right here. Hurricane does a huge amount to this thing. Doesn't take it out though, but okay, never mind. It does take it out with a crit. So I feel like the crit probably mattered. I think I want to say it mattered, but I want to say it didn't matter. But anyways, Heliolisk is in here. I'm gonna go for a U-turn, not wanting to get electrocuted by this thing. So gonna switch out Mega Pidgeot. Gonna go into Seaweed 420 since I know that Seaweed can definitely take a hit from this thing. He's gonna go for a Thunderbolt right here. Thunderbolt is gonna do no damage to a Dragulch. I mean, gonna do like almost no damage to Dragulch. So he's gonna switch out. Gonna go back into this thing. As I think I went for another Draco. Yeah, I dropped another Draco. I probably didn't have to do that, but I probably should have just went for a Sludge Wave. Because there was a chance of a Draco missing, but I guess I probably couldn't risk that. So Liepard's down. So that's 2 months gone, his Gliscor and Liepard. So Cynthia's back, the Melodic. So I'm gonna switch out. I think I went into Skarmory to try and talk to this thing. Yeah, I go into what's good in Skarmory to try and talk to this thing, and also set up Self Rocks. I think that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, my Melodic's gonna be back to pretty much full health after the leftovers and recover. So that kind of sucks for me. But yeah, he's gonna go for a Skull, trying to fish for a burn on this a what's good. He actually does get the burn. I go for a Stealth Rock, trying to whittle down his team a bit. So gonna gain a little bit of leftovers health too. I think I just switch out, or I think I have Toxic. I think I have Toxic on this one. He goes for Scald again. I think I just pretty much sack this thing because there's really nothing else I can. Okay, no, I don't. I saved this thing, so I'm pretty much saving. I mean, going for a Roost and trying to get back to as much health as possible. See, I am getting a little down by the burn though, but now okay, so this is, never mind, this is just like a stall fest, I think. So I guess I'm trying to stall this thing out. I go for a Toxic now. Or I just wanted to get to a point where I didn't really need this thing. I think that was the play I had in my head. So I went for a Toxic. This thing's now Toxic. If he had Marvel, I think he has Marvel skills, so this kind of messes me up. He messes up King Kelder. But anyways, I'm gonna switch out Skarmory, gonna save it for later. I switch Fodder. Gonna bring in the Dragol. She's gonna go for a Recover. I mean, actually, no, this for a Refresh. I forgot. He actually carries Refresh on this thing. So another something you never see. Refresh on a Refresh on a Milotic. But I go for a Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave doesn't really do that much. I go for a Mirror. He goes for a Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat does a huge amount of this thing. So this Milotic was very surprising. Scald, Recover, Refresh, and Mirror Coat. That's like something you never see. But anyways, I'm gonna switch out Dragolge. Gonna go into Scar, who can definitely who can somewhat deal with this thing. He's gonna go for a Scald right here. Now it's praying, don't burn. Okay, he didn't burn. So Scar didn't burn right here. So now Scar goes for the knockoff right here. And knockoff does actually just takes this thing out. So my Milotic's gone. A very big threat out the way. Knocked off his leftovers as well. He knocked off the leftovers. But he's gonna bring in the Garchomp right here. So Scar doesn't really want to be in here on a Garchomp, but I just go for a Sucker Punch anyway, get as much damage on this thing as possible. Sucker Punch does a huge amount to this thing. Gonna take some Rough Skin damage and Rocky Helmet and Life Orb damage, not Rocky Helmet. He's gonna go for an Earthquake, and that's gonna take out Scar. So Scar's gone. Kind of unfortunate. But now right here, I think I go in Super Saiyan. Yeah, I go in Super Saiyan. I go for the Hurricane to take this thing out. So yeah, there goes Garchomp. So Garchomp's gone. So now all he has left is the Heliolisk. Yeah, he goes into Heliolisk right now. I can't even say the word. He goes into Heliolisk. I go for a U-turn because I had a feeling that this thing could outspeed me. But I mean, because I didn't think that Hurricane would take this thing out. But I'm gonna go into this. He's gonna go for a Thunderbolt. That's gonna pretty much take out my Skarmory, which is fine. I needed to sack this thing so that way I can bring in Dragolge again. I think that was my play. Okay, no. So I go into Magnus. He's gonna protect. There's really no point. I'm pretty much gonna go for a Mach Punch, and that's gonna take out the it's gonna take out this thing. Oh wait, I don't think I have Mach Punch. But I go for but he goes for a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt does a lot actually. I go for the Earthquake right here, and that takes out the Heliolisk. I still can't say the name, but yeah. So Heliolisk is gone. He's gonna go into Soulfire, aka his Chandelure. Chandelure really well. It can pretty much take out King Kelder. So that's gonna take out King Kelder right here after the with the Fire Blast. So there goes King Kelder, which is fine. Gonna go into my own Chandelure, and that's pretty much game. So Good game on his part. He played it pretty well. Yeah, that melodic definitely was definitely weird. You never see melodics like that. Usually you'll see them with Scald, Ice Beam, Recover, Toxic maybe Dragon's Hill. That's usually the common set you'd see on a melodic. But yeah. So good game. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you like the video, and if you also like my content as well, subscribe to that. Yeah, I will see you guys in another Wi-Fi battle / OBA battle.